How to choose the right friends and associations. Choosing the right friends and associations is vital to your life. Our associations and friendships play a huge role in our character formation and results we have in life. Like milestones on a map, your friendships and associations can give a fairly accurate picture of where you are currently and where you will likely be in the near future. Choosing the right friends and associations is a critical aspect of life that impacts your well-being, your outlook to life and personal development. These people have the power to influence your beliefs, attitudes, and behaviors. Proverbs chapter 13, verse 20 enlighten us saying, be friends with those who are wise, and you will become wise. Choose fools to be your friends, and you will have trouble. Listen, dear friend, it is true that you are profoundly influenced by the people in your environment, particularly those to whom you have given your heart and space. I have personally witnessed how friendships can either make or break someone. There are specific relationships in your life that are crucial. You should be deliberate in ensuring that these relationships are well chosen, valued, and nurtured. Vital relationships to be nurtured. Indeed, nurturing these vital relationships is crucial for a fulfilling and well-balanced life. These relationships provide support, guidance, and love that help you navigate the challenges of life and grow as an individual. There are 4 main relationships I will highlight, and I'll dwell on the last one. These relationships are relationship with God, family, mentors, and friendships. The basis of your spiritual and ethical standard is your relationship with God. It is the relationship of all relationships, the end all be all. Your relationship with God provides so much that cannot be listed. You nurture your relationship with God through prayer, worship, and studying the Bible, which helps you find purpose, strength, and guidance in life. The foundation for assisting you in making the proper friendships is your connection with God. That in a minute. Second, your family relationship. Understand, many people have been badly hurt by their family, though that is not a general experience. But your relationship with your family must be diligently nurtured, whether your family members understand this individually or not. Your family is often your primary source of love and support. This is where you first learn about love, responsibility, and sacrifice. Nurturing family bonds contributes to emotional well-being and a sense of belonging. The third relationship is mentorship relationships. Mentors can offer invaluable guidance and wisdom, helping you navigate your personal and professional life. Their insights and experience can accelerate your growth and development. The last is friendships. Friendships are vital for many reasons, like providing companionship, understanding, and a deep sense of community. One very powerful thing I have seen with friendship is the quantity and quality of access these people have in our lives. We chat with our friends at times in the day when we may not even speak with our families. With social media apps, it's easy to have them in our lives around the clock. This unrestricted access is one that should be guarded. Nurturing friendships helps you build a real support system, find joy in shared experiences, and receive encouragement during life's ups and downs. It was previously stated, because our friends and associations have such a wide range of unlimited access to our lives and spaces, we will focus more on them. Since we share the majority of the resources that make up our lives with our friends, including information, time, and resources, the absence of godly friends in your life can have a number of negative implications. Quickly, let's look at the 5 disadvantages of not having the right association. Number 1, spiritual stagnation. Without godly friends to encourage your faith and hold you accountable, you will struggle to grow spiritually. Your relationship with God will plateau, and you might miss out on opportunities for deepening your faith. You may assume that all you need is just a relationship with God, but that's an incomplete truth. Truly, your relationship with God is ultimate, but God is a God of relationships. I have grown in my faith, not just because of my commitment to the values that strengthen my relationship with God, like prayer and the study of the Word, but also because I have friends with whom we can talk about spiritual topics, and I also gain understanding from their fire. I remember a conversation I had with a friend, and everything she said at that moment was an answer to all of the questions I had asked God. some days before. You stand at risk of spiritual stagnation if you do not intentionally have the right and godly friends. Number 2, vulnerability to temptation. Godly friends often provide a safeguard against temptation. Without their influence, you may be more susceptible to sinful behaviors or negative influences that can harm your spiritual walk. A young man by the name of Amnon is described in 2 Samuel chapter 13 as having feelings for Tamar, his half-sister. Jonadab, a very close friend of his, gave him the incorrect advice to pose as ill in order to approach his half-sister sexually. Haman suffered greatly as a result of Absalom, Tamar's biological brother, killing Amnon. The odd thing about this is that Jonadab, who gave advice to Amnon, was never acknowledged as bearing the cost of his advice. Amnon, as would be later revealed, was harboring lust in his heart, but if he had the appropriate friends, they could have helped him resist the temptation. Number 3, limited perspective. Godly friends offer valuable insights and different perspectives on faith-related, relationship, and professional matters. Without them, you may miss out on diverse viewpoints and spiritual growth opportunities. In this context, Jonathan was a huge help to David. Jesus had a significant impact on his disciples' perspectives on life and living. Number 4, emotional struggles. It is easier to struggle when you are alone, and it's much worse with wrong friends. Ecclesiastes chapter 4, verse 9 to 10 says, 2 people are better than one. When 2 people work together, they get more work done. One person falls, the other person can reach out to help. But those who are alone when they fall have no one to help them. In times of difficulty, the absence of godly friends can make it harder to find emotional support and comfort. You may feel overwhelmed during challenging seasons of life. At this moment, you realize that the people you once considered friends have not been helpful, and you risk succumbing to the temptation of isolating yourself. And number 5, missed opportunities for discipleship. Godly friends and mentor and disciple you, helping you understand God's word and live out your faith. Every bit of advice you get from a godly friend that helps you choose wiser is a sort of mentoring. The absence of such relationships can result in lost chances for spiritual and personal development. Now, here are practical steps to choosing godly friends. Number 1, pray for discernment. Begin your journey of choosing associations by having a heartfelt conversation with God. Seek his wisdom and discernment, as it is written in James chapter 1, verse 5. If any of you lacks wisdom, you should ask God, who gives generously to all without finding fault, and it will be given to you. To make any decision in our lives without praying is an unconscious way of saying, God, I don't need you, and I know that is not your intention. Conversations with God is a powerful tool. Seeking guidance, making important decisions, including the people you choose to associate with. You bring God's supernatural wisdom into your decision making by asking for his. 2, investigate values. In 1 Corinthians chapter 15, verse 33, it is advised, do not be misled. Bad company corrupts good character. To avoid being influenced negatively, evaluate the values and beliefs of your potential associations. You need to ensure that their principles are in alignment with your own, which aligns with God's. You create a foundation for relationships based on shared values, which is essential for lasting connections. Next, observe their character. Proverbs chapter 27, verse 19 tells us, eye as water reflects the face, so one's life reflects the heart. Pay close attention to their character and actions. Look for qualities such as kindness, humility, and integrity. Pay special attention to how they interact with those who are viewed as being of a lower status than they are. See how they react to money to see if they have a worship mentality. Assess whether their behavior aligns with their professed values and faith. Observing their character helps you make informed decisions about the kind of people you want to associate with. This brings me to the next step, which is observe what excites them. In Romans chapter 12, verse 11, we are encouraged to never be lacking in zeal, but keep your spiritual fervor, serving the Lord. Take note of their passions and interests. Associations who are enthusiastic about their faith and actively engaged in God's work can inspire and uplift your own spiritual journey. Observing what excites them helps you connect with individuals who are devoted to the same mission and purpose in life. In addition, the kind of jokes they make, those they laugh at, are also salient corners to look at. The fifth step is participate in Christian communities. Hebrews chapter 10, verse 24 to 25 encourages believers, saying, "And let us consider how we may spur one another on toward love and good deeds, not giving up meeting together as some are in the habit of doing, but encouraging one another, and all the more as you see the day approaching." Engaging in Christian communities such as church activities and Bible studies provides opportunities to meet like-minded individuals who are dedicated to their faith. This is the simplest way, although it requires some discernment. But these environments foster connections with those who share your spiritual journey. Number 6, seek accountability. In Proverbs chapter 27, verse 17, it is written, "As iron sharpens iron, so one person sharpens another." Choose associations who are willing to hold you accountable in your walk with God and in matters of life based on God's perspective. True friends will encourage your spiritual growth, care about your education, your job, pray with you, and gently correct you when you go astray. When seeking friendships, also seeking accountability. Accountability in your relationships ensures that you have a support system that helps you stay on the path of righteousness, doing God's circumspect will in your life. Finally, consider their dreams and goals. Those who share your spiritual and personal goals can be an invaluable source of support and inspiration. Proverbs chapter 13, verse 20 advises, "Walk with the wise and become wise, for a companion of fools suffers harm." Learn about possible friends' dreams and objectives in life. You can create connections with people by taking into account their aspirations and goals, and so motivate one another to grow and fulfill one's purpose. Consider David. When it came time for him to become king, his relationships with others were more centered around the palace, particularly with Jonathan, the son of King Saul. These steps, rooted in Scripture, will guide you in choosing associations that will positively impact your faith and life. I have seen how integrating these principles helped me create relationships that not only uplifted my spirit, but also aligned with my values and goals. I want to talk to you about being the right friend before I go. I know, we all want to be surrounded by people we can learn from, but you also need to decide to be the proper influence in the lives of those who open their doors to you in friendship. I really believe that you should demand the same high standards of behavior from yourself as you do from your friends. Proverbs chapter 18, verse 24 says, "A man who has friends must himself be friendly, but there is a friend who sticks closer than a brother." Remember that the process of choosing godly friends may take time. It's more important to cultivate meaningful and deep friendships based on shared faith and values rather than rushing into relationships. Additionally, be a godly friend yourself and exhibit the qualities you seek in others, as this will attract like-minded individuals to your life. God bless you. If you have been blessed by this message, please like, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. You are blessed.